Testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Yes.
I'm an hour and 25 minutes past, or no, not an hour. We'll just say I'm an hour past making the call and check on you every 30 minutes.
Good job. I'm sure that was very difficult.
Oh, I just finished the budget thing for the month of April and it is rough.
Did you spend a lot more money than you should have?
Well, so April's really messed up right now because I have my taxes come in.
Also,
like my
I'm
tax
streaming,
return.
so watch what you say since you're on speaker.
I'm not gonna say that stuff. Okay. Yeah,
Oh, I was
anyway.
just saying.
It's partly because I had my tax return come in and I paid off all of my insurance. So it's really not totally because I said the F word, my bad. try to do January through March, which those aren't going to be very accurate either.
Why not?
Because I started on job in March. Obviously, May's going to be the first month that I can actually really start tracking. But
Okay.
however, take a guess at how much I spent in April on books.
On what? On books?
Just books.
$350.
No, that makes me really happy. $245.65.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, because I know of 2 instances where you spent $100 on books. So I just assumed.
Not 2 instances.
What?
There was one instance where I spent $100, not 2.
Okay, because the second instance was like $80. It was pretty close to 100, so we can round that up to 100.
How much do you want to take a guess on me spending food, including, so I put them on my budget sheet, I have them separated. I have food in general works whenever you and I go out, or I went with Tabitha, remember this was when she came in, or when I went with my family, and then there's a separate instance for work food. That's when I tallied how much I wanted to see how much I spent in terms of like going to HEB to grab a lunch, or going out with the guys to get food.
How much?
So, with those two together, how much do you think I spent? Just guess.
I don't know. $50.
Way more than that, babe.
How much?
$433.69.
That sucks. That hurts to hear.
Yeah. Well, 100 of it already was,
It's crazy how fast that money adds up, huh?
No. That's, oh my gosh. Crazy. So my budget system looks like I have rent, subscriptions, because I do have a subscription that I'm going to be getting to.
Okay, what is
Books,
that?
Amazon, crafts, car. Oh, guess how much I spent in gas?
And what?
In gas for my car. Guess how much I spent?
How much?
Just guess.
$100.
$251.96
A lot of money.
in gas. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's like what I
Well,
spent.
also- Yeah, we also have to think I went up to in April. It was at the end of March, beginning of April. So I started with whatever was April 1st. Groceries were like $140. I feel like some of the gas should be in groceries, but I went with them to figure it out. I spent $31 at market days. Grateful. I'm gonna do half of May to find out what I've done so far for May. Trying to go ahead and see. Just for groceries. Also saving for other. Take a guess at how much last month I spent on books alone.
$200.
$245.65.
That's so close.
Guess how much I spent on food with y'all? Just for food with y'all. $110.16. I'm that. Yes, because books are lies. I feel like so it says that I'm in the red by 150. I'm rounding up, by the way. By like $150. I feel like that's inaccurate. I feel like that's too low. I should be more in the red. That's why I feel like it's not.
Did you do a manual calculation? That's why you have two different calculations of how much you are.
Yes. I did all manual calculation.
Well, you should have one that's run by the computer and one that's run by you.
So I get to eat for a second day in a row by myself. Lovely.
My voice.
Because I'm broke.
Well, I'm sure this will get you out of that.
He was?
I said, well, I'm sure this will get you out of that.
Yeah, I need to track this stuff. I gotta start looking at it.
I know.
I gotta call my car insurance people and see how much it's gonna cost to add you to it.
And then you can,
What?
once you get it under control, then you can start budgeting like 1 or 2 times eating with them a week. Or
Yeah,
X amount of times.
that's my goal. Part of my goal, seeing what I can do, is if I get invited to go to K-pop with them, then I'm gonna put that with work food instead of eating out.
It's good that you're working on it at least.
This just hurts to look at. This hurts a lot.
I know.
Why do you hate me?
Why do I hate you? I'm not the one who did it.
Why do you hate me to make me be accountable? I don't want to be accountable.
Because we need as much money as possible.
I know, and I want to start paying. I don't know. I have a lot that I want to do with this.
Well, just think of it as an opportunity to make it to where you can start doing all your goals. And you think that hurts? Just think, I'm too scared to look at the.
You have a better job than I do.
I'm just too scared to look at the budget of how much we spent on fast food alone for any of the months while we were at the Bastrop house.
Oh. Are you actually gonna look at that?
No, I'm just gonna kick myself for it.
I would not. Do not look at that. That'll be rough. Don't do it.
I think you especially don't want me to look at it because if I do and I see how bad it is, then I'm gonna get even more upside on it.
You're gonna get so bad.
No.
We're already at a small budget with it.
That's not a small budget. Almost $200 is not a small fast food budget. That's almost our grocery bill.
Yeah, but how much have we done in fast food this month?
We've done 3 times, and you cheat by you being the one to pay.
Okay, and what did we agree on? Whatever we don't spend, if I'm putting 175 as well into it, whatever's not spent goes towards the Disney budget.
Mm-hmm. And I told you also that if I feel like you're cheating too much and we're eating out too much because you're paying, then we're gonna have problems.
No, I literally told you, I'm putting 175, like I'm allocating 175 only for eating out. You are allocating 175 for only eating out. Between those two,
we do not need a $300 fast food budget every month. That is ridiculously high. That's $350.
$350. Well, what I'm saying is we're going to use your budget first. We're going to stick with the 175. We're going to try to only use that. Okay? But if we need to go into my budget, then that's fine. But whatever's left over goes towards. So it's basically $350 that could potentially go into the Disney budget every month. Does that make sense? I like you.
Yeah, love me too.
I didn't say love you. I said, does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay. So if we only use $150, then minus.
Now you're trying to make it math in your head.
200. So that means you're putting $25 into the Disney budget, and I'm putting $175 into the Disney budget. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So glad we're on the same wavelength now.
Oh, I know what you. I understood it
And
from the beginning.
The goal? What is the goal for us to reach with Disney? Like, how much are you wanting to save?
It's probably gonna be like $8,000 to $10,000, right?
I was going to say a minimum of 10,000. Yeah. To have a truly good Disney trip, you need at least 10,000. What were you gonna say?
I said I'd have to look at everything and see and price it out.
Yeah, you also, if you're gonna actually do a Disney trip, you need to get with a planner because they give you a lot of discounts. If you try to plan your Disney trip yourself, you're gonna be paying probably, I think that they said like 50% more than if you did it through an agency planner person.
Okay. We'll see.
Because Mary's mother used to do that stuff. Not that necessarily. She used to work with airlines, and when she was with the airline, she would get a lot of calls from like Disney planners who would try to book like the flights and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you want to go through somebody who will do it for you. You tell them everything that you want to do, and then they plan it.
Okay.
It's not like you have to. Some of it is where you should plan like, okay, on this day we're going to Animal Kingdom. On this day we're going to Magic Kingdom. Do it that way. Or there are tickets where you can like the Hot Pass. I have the Hot Pass. No matter what, I'm getting the Hot Pass.
Okay. Well, let's get to the point of having enough money saved up, and then we can talk more about this. I am gonna go back to streaming. So you have fun at work and eating alone, apparently.
Yeah.
And
But I
then
get for trying to save money.
what?
But I get for trying to save money.
That's not what you get for saving money.
Yeah, it is.
No, that's what you get for overspending on money. Because if you didn't spend too much money in other areas, you would have the money to go eat out with friends right now. But you realize
I don't even know what I've spent so far.
exactly. So now that you're tracking it, you won't have to deal with that as much.
Oh yeah. Whatever.
Don't be trying to switch it into a negative.
Hell, it is a negative. Alright, love you.
Alright,
See you later.
love you too. Bye. Alright, everybody, I hope we're all doing well today. Doing good. We're getting our pathway to trying to get a shiny Magneton. I hope we're all fantastic, enjoying a little bit of the music in the background. I can't help it. I've always got to run a little bit of time splitters, you know? I was just gonna stay offline and keep shiny hunting by myself while I watched YouTube videos, but I was like, I guess I'll do a little bit of streaming. Early, start the stream early. You know. We're supposed to be hanging out with Sasano in a couple hours. About 2 hours. And we are gonna do some Lords of the Fallen. But right now, we are on Pokemon. And fingers crossed, we might just get what's it called? Might just get a shiny. We've already gotten one phase. One, two. Almost certain, but whatever. I'll just play along for a minute. You know what? I forgot to activate the white flute on this account. Nice. I'm from the UK. Sweet. crazy how fast this hunt is. Like, we're getting a lot of encounters. It takes a lot. I gotta like lock in, you know? And that's good. Don't ban me. Yeah, you're about... Look. I appreciate... But no. Good old Neo Tokyo, bro. How nostalgic. Bam! There we go. 2. 1, 2. And that 200. One, two, one. Then we go over here. Knock these two out. Bam! Way-ya. Parker, how are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day. Doing a little shiny hunting? We're gonna turn the music up just a smidge. I feel like it's kind of quiet. Hunted Mankey. Ooh, nice. I hunted Mankey as well. I actually did a solo playthrough with just Mankey. That was so awesome. I am a huge fan of Mankey. Phase 3, let me guess. What all can you even get over there? I think it's Rattata, Spearow, and Mankey. So I'm guessing you got 2 Spearows? Two rats? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, that's even worse. I'm not gonna lie, I got really lucky that I didn't phase at all. I thought I was gonna get a Spearow, but I did have to go over odds. I went to like either 9 or 11,000. Can't remember which one it was, but damn, 2 Rattatas. I'm sorry. I mean, Rattata's shiny does look really nice, at least. I love that kind of, what do you call that color? Like a teal green, kind of? That looks really clean. Plus, of course, you could give it, like, Super Fang and Thunder Wave, and it would be a good, you know, Pokemon to help you catch other Pokemon, but damn, still, that sucks. Cute green? Hey, green's my favorite color, so I'm not as opposed to greens. But I forgot to activate that. We are out here hunting a new 1%er. I had to take a break from Wailord. You know, everybody's done Wailord. It's like got 4 or 5 people who have found it so far. Nobody has found the 1% Magneton from New Mauville in Generation 3. So I am going to be the first person to find it. What's the setup for the bike on water? You have to go... I can show you real fast. Here. I'll show you real fast. We'll take a quick break from the Magneton stuff. Alright, 1, 2, pause. And then we'll do this encounter real fast. Alright, Pokemon Fly. Alright, pause that timer. Let me get a Pokemon that can surf. Not too difficult. It's really just about timing. There we go. So you want to go down like you're going to, you know the cave in the story where you gotta fight Groudon or Kyogre in the main story? You gotta go down to that. Which is right here, so we're at it right now. So you're gonna dive here. And then what you want to do is you want to time your B press of when you hit B to go up when you hit that door. So if I can replicate it, it's kind of difficult. Damn. Takes a minute. But eventually I'll get it. And so when you successfully get it going, it'll ask you to go up when you're in the cave, or when you're at the door, and then it'll take you to the rock. And then when you're on the rock, it'll count as land, so you'll be able to walk on water. Now, Dizzy, how are you doing? If I could get it. Damn it. Maybe it's because I got the rubber band on my systems. Are you interested in doing the wailord hunt as well? Damn. I really can't get it. I'm sucking right now. Damn. Working lol, just lurking. Nice. Yeah, today's my last day off of work. It has been a very awful week for me, so I'm glad it's over. And I mean, I guess it could have been a lot worse, but I gotta go back to work tomorrow night. Not looking forward to that. And I had to take a break from wailord, so I wanted to try and do a different hunt. So we got a new 1% hunt going. I'm determined to get this. Because I've done it so many times for this stupid hunt. I don't understand why I'm sucking right now. This is clearly the hardest part of the hunt. Not even close, by the way, because you really need to make sure you have... There we go. So as you can see, Parker, I'm at the doorway. Light filtering down from above. So you hit yes. And then... Bam. I'm on the rock. I can use my bicycle, and now I'm on the water with the bicycle. And then you can just chill anywheres with the rappel trick and jump wherever. 3 questions for you. You work at Amazon. Ooh, that's tough. I hear Amazon's really tough to work for. All right, everybody. I need the shiny luck today. All right. I knew 3 questions. Are you have things of anime? Is you what have 2 are you have the games of Pokemon and Physic is you know what games? Holy hell! Am I into anime? Yes, I'm into anime. Favorite anime is Overlord. Thanks. No problem. Do you make YouTube videos, Parker? Because are you planning to hunt the wailord? Because if you are, we need to see it. Not for proof kind of thing, but just because I like seeing more people who do these hunts kind of thing. And I'm always looking for more people to just kind of hang out with while I'm shiny hunting. What games do I have in Pokemon? I have basically every mainline game. The only Pokemon games I don't really have are like the old pinball games, and such like that. Not planning on it right now, lol. That's a long hunt. Yeah, I know. My wailord hunt, I had to put it down. I had to put it down for a minute so I could do something else. Currently 15,294 encounters. And the total time, which by the way, this isn't even accurate because there's some times when I was like watching a movie or playing a secondary game, like I'd be playing Destiny and let the wailords hunt, so I wasn't recording the time. But I'm currently at 867 hours. I think that's like a month straight of bunny hopping. Or, that's not quite a month straight. I think that's like 20 days or something like that. Absolutely ridiculous. So now we've moved on to the complete opposite hunt. This hunt is super fast, like I'm struggling to keep up with it, to be honest. And I'm going for Spoink and Magneton. But I would also love to phase on a Machop. And I'm kind of torn on if I want to phase on Magnemite or not. If I get the 1% Electrode, that'll be insane. I'll be mixed between ecstatic and kind of frustrated. I have Pokemon XY, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. I don't. Oh, Oris. Okay, so Mega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Azul, Amarillo. I don't know what those are. Fire Red, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I don't know what Oro Plata is. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Ultra White. There's no Ultra White. What is the second white called? White 2, Black 2, Black and White. I don't know what purple. Is that Brilliant Diamond? Blue, Yellow, Ultra Sun. Nice. I don't have yellow. Just didn't know how they got the bike on water. Yeah, no. Hopefully that helps. And all it is just what I do is when I'm going through that door, like when I hit that block and you go through the doorway underwater, I'm just spamming that B button as fast as I can. And sometimes I've seen that it happens like immediately as soon as I hit it, and then other times it's like super delayed. So I have not been able to nail down the timing of when you press B, so because of that I just spam B constantly until it happens. Sometimes it works with me just moving one tile, and then other times it works better when I just go in a straight line across multiple tiles, so you'll just have to play around with it, and hopefully you only have to set it up once and get it done once. So you don't... There's the 1% Electrode. Actually, with the repel trick, it's like 1.24%. I guess you could use that without the repel trick to get other targets. I might do that. You talking about for wailord? You could, but I mean, obviously you do your thing and whatever you care about. I just chose to do repel trick because I didn't want to have to basically go through 99 Wingull and Pelipper, because I think that's all you get on the route aside from Tentacool. Now, if there was like Sharpedos and Horsey and other water Pokemon that you can find in Hoenn, I'd be a lot more down to not do repel trick, but... Oh, you're from Monterey. Nice. I am from America. Good old Americos. I have no idea. I don't know what you mean by true, but honestly, I don't really want to talk too much money. I'm just a boy trying to get some different colored. I'm trying to get a pink pig that has a black pearl. That's all I'm trying to get right now. Or maybe a brown muscle Pokemon, you know, a dude who's like super strong. Looks brown in these games, but in the future games it looks green, you know? Or at least whenever I've seen videos. Like, good old Gen 3 Hunter. Dude, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get the frickin' thing to switch. Currently hunting on 3 GameCubes. Nice. For your Mankey. So what have you got? 3 English copies, or you got any non-English? Oh my gosh, this is really gonna piss me off if it doesn't let me frickin' turn to face the screen. I don't know what that is. There we go, got it to turn around. Now I'm happy. Yeah, I can't speak Spanish, so I don't know how to pronounce that with the little symbol above the letter N. Okay. Congratulations. You have a lot of moolah. Please stop spamming it. 1 English fire red and leaf green and 1 Japanese fire red leaf green. Nice. So have you got, are you got like a Game Boy or a DS going next to the GameCubes that you're using? No, I'm just hunting on both my games, then Japanese leaf green. Ah, nice. Well, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I got 3 GameCubes going as well. Those are the games that are hunting for the Magneton. I'll show you real fast. So right next to me, I've got black. This is my childhood GameCube, the purple one, and then I've got a second black one here. I have a 4th GameCube, but like the case is cracked and the buttons get kind of stuck. And then right here, I've got 2 capture card DS's, which are hunting the Spoink that you see at the top of the screen. I could probably try and set up the, what do you call it? the wireless controller and just have all 3 GameCubes controlled by one controller. But I kind of feel like I'm going a little bit faster by collecting the encounters as they show up rather than waiting for all 3. Nice, thank you, I appreciate it. Low-key, I would actually, even though it's a dupe, I think it would be pretty sweet if I phase on the 1% Electrode. If I get both Electrode and Magneton in this hunt, that would be the hunt of hunts. Oh, that's a shiny Magneton. I did not, or Magnemite. I didn't even see it. I only saw the sparkles. Let's go, dude. I would have 100% ran away from that. No joke. Look at the comparison. Yes. All right. Oh man. All right. Let's switch it over to the big screen. 1 second, everybody. Dual hunting. Oh, great. Now I gotta find out which frickin' GameCube it is. This is gonna be difficult. Now the screen takes forever. This is the one thing about hunting on GameCube is I can't really... If this doesn't load again, then we'll have to do small. Okay. So what we'll do is that. Filter. This is gonna take seconds, sorry. What I gotta do is now adjust it. Congrats, man. Thank you. So I love Magnemites and Magneton. I was actually planning to shiny hunt. Well, let me back up for a second. So this is for my DTQ and Fire Red. Yeah, there we go. Let's get just a little bit more. So it's for my DTQ and Fire Red Magnemite, which will obviously evolve into Magneton. The question that I have to solve for is, do I want to do... do I want to use the underleveled Magneton? There we go. Close that. What the hell? Alright, I'll have to work on it later. We're just gonna have to go back to this. Sorry. Sorry, everybody. Alright, that's this GameCube. We'll catch it and then we'll put it on the big screen. Alright, let's see. Oh, the problem is I can't even see it. You know what? Actually, I got a better idea. I can make it big. There we go. And then we'll just do this. Good old budget frickin' streamer man over here. I was really feeling good today. I was feeling like we were gonna find something too. Alright. Gloom, I think, has... It does have sleep powder. Perfect. Shift. You're good, man. Thank you. Alright, so let's go back to what I was trying to say. I'm using this for a DTQ. And whatever Magnemite I use for the DTQ, I'm going to... ooh, luxury ball? Let's see if I can get it in a luxury ball. 1, 2, 3. I have something that can weaken it? Let's weaken it a little bit, and then we'll catch it in a luxury ball. So the thing I'm trying to figure out is Magneton, when I find it in the wild, it's going to be slightly under-leveled. I think you can only evolve Magnemite at level 30 or 33, and that's when it evolves into Magneton. But I can find Magneton in this area at level 26. So the question is, do I take this 1% Magneton, keep it under-leveled as a kind of trophy kind of thing, or do I use the video as the trophy of the Magneton and instead have my Magneton level up, go through the playthrough, and eventually evolve into Magnezone when I transfer the Magneton up into Generation 9 and so on and so forth? Perfect. Alright, it's less than half health, it's asleep. This should be a guaranteed catch in a luxury ball. Let's go, dude! Give a nickname. What should we call it? I feel like I had a good name. Guy. What am I getting PlayStation notifications for? Jay. Where's Jay? Do we have any nature guesses? Maybe Zap? That's not a bad one. Let me try this real fast. Interesting, it doesn't translate. Lax? Alright. Let's go Zap. I think Zap is a good name. We'll keep all caps. Actually, you know what? No. We'll go lowercase. Oh, I wonder if it's Magnet Pool. That'd be awesome to use it as the Magnet Pool option. Let's save the game. I'm gonna guess Modest. One of my two natures that I always guess. Timid nature, that's actually... Is that bad? Is Magneton normally a slow Pokemon? Magnemite Cerebi. I mean, I know it subtracts attack, which is pretty good in theory. It's just a matter of, do I even care about speed for it? Alright, Magnemite's base speed is 45. Okay, that's not good at all. Let's see what Magneton's base speed is. Magneton is a 70 base speed. Not bad. Let's see what Magnezone is. Magnezone is 60 base speed. So I definitely prefer Modest. But it's not the worst nature. And it has Magnet Pull. There we go, baby. Hell yes. Luxury Ball, Magnemite named Zap. Man, it looks so good. In comparison to this thing, this one's lonely with Magnet Pool. Oh, I guess let's show it off in battle real fast. Let's go ahead and heal up our good old Pooch. We have like a full something. Elixir, Ether, Burn, Heals. We don't have anything to revive, to heal paralysis. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna show it off against Magneton. That's our target, the 1% Magneton. Look at that thing, Mo. That looks so good. Oh, man. I think if I had multiple on screen, like multiple Magnemites on screen, I would have noticed the shiny. But if it was just that one and the other games were bunny hopping, I probably would not have caught that right away. I definitely feel lucky that when I looked at the screens, the sparkles showed up. Sonic Boom, that knocks me out. No, got away safely. Alright, give me just a moment. I gotta make a quick phone call. Let me actually try and resize this again. Just eyeballing it. Oh man, that's a good feeling. Rip Zap? Yeah, if I didn't really care that much about the, let me start a new counter for Magneton. Alright. So we got phase 1. Shiny. Turn 1. What do y'all think? Do y'all think we should keep going with Magneton now that we phased once? Or do you think we should take a break from Magneton and focus on Mewtwo? Alright, so we got a Numel phase and we've got a Magnemite phase. Maybe one more phase on Magneton? You got it. Well, let's get going then. Now let's get you some shiny luck, huh? What about your phone call? I just texted the person, so I might have to step away for a minute in a second to deal with that, but right now I'm alright. And do that. And then we do this. It's a good feeling to be getting shinies again. Considering prior to Abra, my last shiny was in December, and then what, last weekend or so we got Abra. That's huge, and now here we are with a Magnemite. Oh, cheap viewers. I don't need cheap viewers. Picked up 4 shinies in 2 weeks. Nice. It felt good. Yeah. Yeah, we've been drowning and oh my gosh, now I gotta do this. Drowning, I was losing interest in shiny hunting. I had to take a break from shiny hunting and do some other gaming. And then I came back, went almost double odds for frickin' Abra. Almost double odds. Fire Red, Leaf Green just do not give me fast shinies. I think I got 2 shinies out of 10 under odds. Everything else was way over odds. I got Zapdos at 2,000, and then Ditto I was very lucky with. I got it on a 50% chance. So it was 50% chance of Kadabra and 50% chance of Ditto. And I got it first phase at like 5,000 encounters. And then Articuno went to freaking 36,000 encounters. That was my most painful hunt I've ever done. But Wailord's definitely trying to become the most painful hunt. Wailord is the most painful hunt. It's just a matter of the fact that I've got other things to do with it. Oh my gosh, I'm all messed up right now. What else have I hunted in Kanto? Mankey was like 9 or 11,000. Bulbasaur and Squirtle were both also 9 or 11,000. Or you know what it was? No, sorry. So I guess Mankey was the third under odds. Mankey I think was like right at odds. I think it was 7,900. I mean, I could look it up, actually. I guess we should look it up. Dude, come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3. One here. Ditto's a nice one. Yeah, so, Ditto's a funny story. So, I was trying to, egg hunt for Cinderace to do a badge quest in, Sword and Shield. And I was doing... What was I doing? Oh, I had Shiny Charm. So I hunted for Cinderace with Shiny Charm. 1,800 eggs, no shiny. I was getting kind of mad. I was like, let me do 200 Masuda methods. So I did a Masuda. I just grabbed a Ditto from a new file that was Japanese. And 200 eggs, no shiny. Really mad, really petty. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to put this hunt on hold. I'm going to go back to Gen 3, hunt for a Japanese Ditto, and transfer it all the way up and Masuda method for Cinderace. So that's exactly what I did. I got like 2-3 copies of Japanese Fire Red Leaf Green, and I hunted in Cerulean Cave for a Japanese Ditto. With the repel trick, it's 50% Kadabra, 50% Ditto. And I did that until I got the Japanese Ditto, and then I put some ribbons on it and I transferred it up. Not all the ribbons, I just got a handful and sent it up to Gen 8. And I got a shiny Duraludon from Masuda method, and I've gotten a shiny, I got like 2 shiny Cinderaces. Now I'm trying to get shiny Grookey. One, two, and do that. Do that. Do that. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think I should use that Magnemite for my playthrough, or do you think I should use the underleveled Magneton for the playthrough? What else? Groudon and Kyogre were both under odds. I'm hoping when I do Rayquaza's under odds. I have been manually, so I've painstakingly been doing hunts. Well, before I get to that. Alright, so all of my hunts that I've done in Fire Red Leaf Green. Abra, which is now Alakazam. 12,700 encounters, roughly. Goldeen was a phase, 600 encounters. Okay, so that's a phase. Tangela was fast, 4,200 encounters. That was a target. Doduo was a phase, 1,600 encounters. So it doesn't sound so bad real fast. Eevee, soft resetting, 16,000 encounters. That was painful. Geodude, 11,000 encounters in Mount Moon. Ditto, 4,600 encounters. That was the target. Moltres, 9,500 encounters. Articuno, 37.8 thousand encounters. Zapdos, 2,500 encounters. Chestnut, which is what I nicknamed Mankey, 8,800 encounters. Bulbasaur, 8,900 encounters, soft reset. Squirtle, 11,900 encounters. And that's all I've done so far in Kanto. I think a level 26 Magneton would be cool. That's actually an interesting idea. Ouch. Yeah, it's been kind of painful. The Articuno by far was so bad, I've scrapped any potential idea of hunting in Seafoam Islands. I never want to go back to Seafoam Islands again. I don't want to deal with I don't want to hunt for Slowbro. I'm gonna eventually hunt for Lapras, and when I do hunt for Lapras, and Delibird, that's where I'll get my seal. So I have no reason to go back to Seafoam Island, and I will never go back to Seafoam Island after that horrendous experience. Doesn't help that the shiny Articuno is super hard to see. Yeah, with it going so far, I kept doubting myself, thinking that I had run out of it. I was like, oh my gosh, I missed the shiny, didn't I? But on the old screens, like sprites, it's actually not that bad. It actually is quite standout. It's when you get into the 3D models and the color saturation that they do, or whatever it is, color correction or whatever. That's when it gets really difficult to see. I'm curious what it's going to be like to do Regice too, because Regice is basically the exact same color scheme and color change that Articuno is. But from the YouTube videos I've seen of people who have hunted Regice, it's very noticeable. I'm also keeping track of all the Magnetons I've seen, just because I'm curious on how many Magnetons I'm going to see individually from the total encounter numbers. Just to see, you know, how good the number is. And one Magneton. 1, 2. I think the next place there's so many hunts. I don't know about you, Parker, but Gen 3 is just my favorite I love it so much, and there's so many hunts I want to do, and I keep thinking about more and more hunts I want to do. One of the places I'm really excited to hunt in is the desert area. I don't know if you've done any hunts in the desert. I assume you also have fire red leaf green, or sorry, ruby and sapphire. But I want to hunt in the desert area. Hunt for trapinch, cacnea, even sand shrew. I love sand shrew, and that red on the back of sand slash is really clean. Ball toy, oh my gosh, I've always loved ball toy. Ooh, Diglett and Diglett's Cave. Nice. I thought about doing Gen 3 Diglett, but I did some hunting in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and I got 2 Digletts in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and funny enough, I actually phased on a Chansey in the middle of that hunt. So I got 1 Chansey, and I got 2 Digletts, one of which is now Doug Trio. Orange is my favorite color, so Cacnea is super cool shiny to me. Nice. I think Cacnea is a really awesome Pokemon. I would love to see not just Cacnea and Cacturn, but also a lot of other Gen 3 Pokemon buffed. I feel like they have a lot of forgotten Pokemon. I also want to catch a luxury ball Nincada, because if you evolve Nincada into while it's in Gen 3, Shedinja will have the same ball as the Nincada, and it's the only generation that does that, so it's the only way you could get a luxury ball shiny Shedinja. Or really any Pokeball, Master Ball, Pokeball, Great Ball, Ultra Ball. It's a shame that they didn't add Apricorn Balls. Cacnea is so cute. Yeah, I was just watching, who was I watching? Was it Birdbots? I think it might have been Birdbots. It was somebody who was hunting in the desert area, and they got 1 or 2 Sandshrew, a Cacnea, and Trapinch. And then I've seen quite a few people who hunt there run into the exploding shiny ball toy. That's always terrifying. I'll make sure to bring a Quagsire with me when I go there. I think orange is actually a really nice shiny color, and I'd love to see it more. That the fall theme that they have for grass Pokemon is just super clean. And I feel like it was a huge missed opportunity that Leafeon's shiny is not autumn themed. It's not like orange, it's instead just a different color of green. I feel like that was a huge missed opportunity. Like the Gyarados orange, I got him phasing on. Oh, you got the orange Gyarados phasing for Staryu? Nice! I love Gyarados. Gyarados is by far my #1 favorite Pokemon. and I want to get a Cantonian Gyarados. Well, actually, so I'm doing a badge quest or a DTQ in Fire Red right now. I can actually show you the team so far. My team is currently Ivysaur, Gyarados, and Eevee. And now that I got Magnemite, that's actually probably going to be my 5th member. Because I'm trying to phase on Machop at Jagged Pass here at the top of the screen. And that Machop is going to be my 4th member. And then I'll add Magnemite, which will be a Magneton, or the underleveled Magneton, whatever it is. And my 6th member will be Dratini from the Safari Zone. But anyways, all that to say, Gyarados is my favorite Pokemon. I love that orange coloring on him. And I really want to hunt an underleveled Gyarados. And I found the 2 places that you can do it. I could theoretically hunt a Gen 5 level 1 Gyarados, or I could theoretically, and it's super difficult, very close to impossible, hunt a level 5 Gyarados at Sutopolis City. But I was thinking, like, before I start that hunt, I'm gonna hunt for Quillfish in the Sebi Islands, and if I phase on like a level 15 Gyarados, I'll be happy with that. But if I don't get the level 15 Gyarados, phasing on Seadra and Horsea and Quillfish and maybe even Mantine. I can't remember if Mantine is Surf or Good Rod. But based on that, I'll decide if I want to do the Sutopolis hunt. Scizor is my favorite Pokemon. Setting up a game corner hunt. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, I just finished my Abra game corner hunt 2 weeks ago. Managed to upload that. I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I want to do any more game corner hunts. They're kind of cool. They're not bad. I'm debating if I want to do a big name one. Well, obviously I do have to do one more game corner hunt at the minimum, because I do need to do Porygon. I just don't know if I want to do Scyther or hope to phase on Scyther while going for Safari Zone Chansey. I keep seeing that phased I keep seeing the phased Numel that I put at the top right of the screen, and it's tripping me out, making me think that a shiny Numel's appeared on screen. I should probably look at moving it or something. Michael Gomez, thank you. How are you doing today? You just missed the shiny Magnemite like 10 minutes ago. Thank you for the good luck. I'm really excited to hopefully see a Spoink. I feel like Spoink shiny is going to be incredible in this game. Congrats, thank you, thank you. It was amazing. So now we're back on the grind. We're going for the 1% Magneton in New Mauville, hoping to be the first people to find it. And then on the top 2 games, we are going for both Spoink and Machop. We've already gotten Numel. They are repel tricked. Every game that you see is repel tricked. So Jagged Pass Sapphire is a level 22 repel trick, and that gives me a 33% chance for each Pokemon there. So 33% chance Numel, 33% chance Spoink, and a 33% chance for Machop. And then Ruby is a level 20 repel trick at Jagged Pass, which is also 33% for all 3 Pokemon. And then New Mauville is a level 26 Magnet Pool repel trick, which brings Magnemites up to like 50 or 60%. I think it's like 60 something percent. Magneton is like 28%, Voltorb is like 11%, and then Electrode is 1.5%, 1.2%. Which I'm sure some people are probably thinking in their minds, but that's not a 1% hunt then, if you're getting Magneton at 28%. And the only reason, in my head, the only reason why that works for me is because I'm absolutely fine with using the repel trick for the 1% wailord, which makes it 100%. So just following that same exact logic, maximize my odds. I'm not like the YouTuber Deadly Canadian dude or his group of friends who hunts 1% hunt Pokemon with no repel trick. That's a little too much for me. I don't want to phase 30 times on the same Pokemon. Like, I saw their videos of doing the hunts for Chimecho, and they phase like 30 times on Shuppets and Duskulls, and then they finally get the Chimecho, and it's like, dang, that's painful, you know? I don't want to phase 90 or 100 times on just Wingull, Pelipper's, and maybe a Tentacool. Not for me. And then Deadly Canadian dude, I keep seeing his posts. He's doing the 1% Kecleon now. And the funny thing is, doing that hunt, he's gotten 2 or 3 Surskits now. 1% Surskit encounters, he's gotten like 3 of them. I do eventually want to hunt that one. I'm thinking about doing it, maybe doing it where Ralts is, so I could get another Ralts phase. Then my favorite freaking shiny hunter took a break from shiny hunting. That was painful. I've been looking for more and more shiny hunters to watch, and it feels like a lot of them are just kind of taking breaks. You know, I find some interesting ones, and then it's like last upload 5 years ago, last upload 2 years ago, or they just come out and they're like, hey, real life happens, I'm not gonna be hunting for a while. That's like, damn. Really, really solidifies in my mind that I just joined this train too late, you know? We got Safari Zone around the corner though. I'm hoping to do big things this year. My last year's Safari Zone, my last 2 Safari Zones were not hot at all, so this will be my 3rd Safari Zone. Hoping to pop off. I want to do a handful of fishing encounters in Kanto. Aim to at least see a shiny Dragonair. Main target is to catch Dratini, and then if I can see and or catch a Dragonair, that would be insane. I want to do some land encounters. Shoot. Some land encounters in Kanto Safari Zone for a chance at Kangaskhan and Chansey. Ooh, you have a big video planned? Well, you gotta let me know when it drops, because I'm always looking for more people. So if you want to join the Discord and chat it up with us, or if you just want to shiny hunt together or anything, you let me know. I'm always looking for it. And I want to watch the video when it's done. This is exciting stuff. But I don't want to just hunt in Kanto either. I also want to do... Oh, I didn't even realize Jagged Pass wasn't bunny hopping. I was wondering why I was only doing GameCube stuff. I want to hunt in the Emerald Safari Zone. I really want a green Teddy Ursa that I can ribbon master all the way up to... all the way up to Gen 9, evolve it into an Ursa Luna. That would be sick. One, two, three. 1, 2. Another 1% Electrode. I definitely should have kept track of how many Electrode I've seen on this hunt. Didn't even think about it until it was too late. You know what? I'll drop a subscribe for you right now, Parker. So I can be notified as soon as you do make this video. To write a script, it'll also be my first video. That's awesome. I remember like my first shiny videos. Oh, they were so bad. I mean, my videos today are still pretty bad in comparison to other YouTubers, but at least I've come a long ways from when I first started. You know, you see my videos and the quality of my streams, and then you look at like Absol Blogs and the videos like quality that he does. Oh my goodness, it blows me out of the water. Oh, your channel is... Oh, yuck. Let me look this guy up. Damn, you got over 200 subscribers. Hell yeah. Look at you. Alright, hold on. Let me lock in for just a second.
Many dentin hypersensitivity sufferers compromise.
When you say you have a lot of shiny reactions to record, you mean like you've done hunts already that you have saved and you just have to work through them to get them published, to get them on YouTube, or you mean like you got plans for a bunch of hunts that you're gonna do? Nice. I got a couple of special hunts that I'm hoping to get to this year. Oh, you have them recorded? Nice. Maybe I should try a script. I don't know. Never thought about it. I always just kind of wing it when I make my videos. Maybe a script would be good. But then I'd worry that I'm just like reading. It'll make it sound like I'm reading. So I always go back and forth on it. But it would be good to have your thoughts down. And then if it's a problem of me sounding like that, I would just have to add enunciations and things. Hey, that was triple Magneton. Nice. Can we make it a quad? It is quad Magnetons. Let's go. Can we make it a 5? What is 5? Penta? Hexa? I think Hexa is 6. Well, the Magnemite broke the streak, but we immediately got another Magneton right after that. The video I'm planning is really big and hopefully going to be helpful to newer shiny hunters. Oh, really? That's exciting. It sounds like you want to keep it a surprise, but you're also super excited for it. So I don't want to ask too many questions on it, so there's a lot of stuff to cover. Just know, I'm down to watch. In fact, I think I've already subscribed to your... Yeah, I've already subscribed to your channel, so when it goes live, I'll be there. been fun chatting with you. I'm happy to meet more people who enjoy playing games that I do. I need to eventually get back to my Feebas hunt too. That's on the list of hunts that I have to finish. I phased on Sharpedo, or what do you call it? Carvana. And then just haven't really picked it up since. Now I just want to work on the vid instead of hunting. You do you. If you want to go do that, then by all means. I understand. Let's see this. Is the old lady gonna come in clutch and save them both? Is that where we're going with this? Oh, you also work overnights? Me too. I work 3 to 4 days a week, 12-hour shifts overnight, so I do so I basically have like no time for gaming on my weekdays. Eight 5-hour days a week. That would be nice. That would give you... I wouldn't mind... I mean, it's really tough. It's give and take, right? It's having... And it's set schedule. So having 3 or 4 days off a week is really nice. But at the same time... Holy hell. 12 hours sucks, bro. Let me tell you. This is just a banger. Such a good song. Alright, we got one more hour to try and pull a shiny. Can we do it? One, two. Da, 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 da. We got 1, 2, 3, and 1 Magneton. And then we can do this. Double Magneton. I love seeing double Magnetons. One, two, and then 1, 2. And then we need this. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, and what was that? 1 Magneton, I think, right? That's the hard thing, is remembering that. Might have been 2, but I'm sure I've overcompensated once or twice and probably given myself 1 extra too many Magnetons in accident, so it probably evens out. That's 1 Magneton to add to the counter. So, quick hunt update since I don't keep the numbers on screen. We are currently at 199 encounters for Shiny Magneton on this phase. And Spoink for this phase is at 2,610 actually 12 encounters. 2612. Pretty good. Pretty good numbers. Got quite a bit of grinding. Recently got an auto counter for my hunts. It's so nice. I was manually counting for a long time. I tried looking into that. I'm not very good when it comes to technology. And it from what I heard, it's like it reads your screen, and whenever you just have to tell it when a certain screen thing pops up and then it automatically counts it. Seems very technical, very outside of my scope. I am the Dollar General version of Tfue. It's Batul. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm good. How are you? We are just chilling, looking for a shiny magnet, a golden magnet, I guess you could say. Glad to hear that. That's good. Next week is the long weekend for me, so I'm gonna have 4 days off next weekend. We're 100% gonna be doing our first ever Pokemon Coliseum playthrough. I can't wait. I also need to get berries from Coliseum, so I want to do the first ever playthrough of it, get that on YouTube. I want to do the grind to get that world ribbon or whatever it is for winning 100 consecutive games, and then I want to start getting that on my shiny Pokemon, and then I want to get those berries so I can transfer them to my main game, and by doing that I will have almost all the berries I need to craft perfect stat Pokemon for the, what do you call it? For contests. Ribbons. Yeah, the ribbons. Right now I've only got a C-Dot that has won like 200 times. Won the beauty contest, actually 400 times because it's at 400. My game is going well, Batul, thank you for asking. What inspired me to shiny hunt? So at first I never really got that excited, probably during the time of Pokemon Sword and Shield. And then I saw somebody, I used to watch a Pokemon streamer called A-Drive. He doesn't really do Pokemon content anymore, and so I decided to try a couple of egg hunts, and I didn't really get too jazzed up about them. I mean, I got some shinies, and it was just like, whatever. And then I did my first full odds hunt, which was Celebi in Virtual Console, and that was actually pretty exciting. And I decided from then that I wanted to compete in Pokemon tournaments, and I wanted to use some of my favorite Pokemon ever, which would be Gyarados, Gardevoir, and whatnot. But I didn't want to be typical, I wanted to be using shiny Pokemon. So I decided I wanted to get my own shiny Pokemon from my favorite generation, Generation 3. So I decided to hunt my favorite Pokemon in Generation 3, which I have finished, and now I just want to try and go for living shiny decks. And welcome, Katie. I appreciate you stopping by. How are you today? That's a very long-winded story. Is this my favorite game? It's my favorite Pokemon game. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite game. That's kind of tough. I don't think this beats Halo Reach for me, but it is really good. Good, tuning in on lunch. You hate retail so much? Yeah, me too. That's why I stopped working retail. I hate work, to be honest. I'm a lazy guy like that. I want to I want to hurry up and become a rich man so I don't have to work anymore. You know? But that ain't happening anytime soon. Do you shiny hunt yourself, Katie? Do you stream other games than just Pokemon? Yes, I do. Played Destiny. We're about to, actually in less than in 30 minutes, we're about to switch over. My friend and I are gonna do a co-op playthrough of a game called Lords of the Fallen, if you've heard of that. We're probably not gonna beat it tonight. Obviously, we're not gonna beat it tonight. But we'll be doing that. Gonna play some Expedition 33 at some point. Honestly, I'm always game to play just about anything that's not sports or racing. That's really like the only games I don't really play. I just don't get enthusiastic about them. I do. My favorite games to shiny hunt in are Pokemon Quest. Pokemon Quest. Isn't that like an old, like, pinball game or something? No, it's not a pinball game. Is it a strategy game? You play Minecraft, one of my most fave games? Yes, my friends actually got me to start playing Minecraft with them. But my friend is currently out of town right now, and he is the server leader, so I cannot... what's it called? So I can't access the world, so we're just waiting until he gets back. And then we'll play some Minecraft with him. Free game on the Switch, and it's from like 2017. Interesting. I'll have to check it out. Rich man, but you're lazy? Yeah. Sometimes I'm lazy, sometimes I lock in. I've shiny hunted in Quest too, it's super fun. Huh. Interesting, I will have to check this out now. You can't take your Pokemon out of Quest though, can you? They, like into Pokemon Home, they gotta stay in Quest? Oh, it's on the App Store. Let's look at what this game is. iTunes Store. Not iTunes, I need an App Store. Pokemon Quest. Oh, it's like Minecraft Pokemon. The friend cube-shaped Pokemon. Of course they had to add Voltorb and Electrode in there, right? Nice. That does look pretty fun. No, they live in Quest. Okay, so yeah, they have to stay there. Give it a try on your downtime. It's super fun. Okay, I will. I'll check it out. What shinies have y'all gotten from Quest? Oh, man. Oh. Come on, give me the shiny Machop tonight before we end stream. That would be a beautiful addition to the story. Then we could finally work on our DTQ for Fire Red. We haven't done that in a long time. 10 out of 10 recommend. Alright. I'll add it to the ever-growing list of games. And if I'd stop shiny hunting so much or playing Destiny, we would tackle these lists of games. Like I said, next week, by the way, tune in. Expedition 33 and Pokemon Coliseum, first ever playthrough. It's the first 151, but other releases got Gen 2 Pokemon, I think, in Japan. I did, when I googled it, I did see something about a Quest 2, or looked it up on the App Store. Are they making a second one? How many games do I play? A lot of games, to be honest. I don't have an exact number. Alright, let's take a break from that. What's another game that has a good soundtrack? Let's listen to some Gen 3 soundtrack. Pokemon Ruby OST. Mystery House. Gotta love that. You can get shiny legendaries too? Nice. Do they have Mew in the game? Yeah. And you can just encounter it, or is it like a quest, secret quest that you have to do or something? Oh, and believe me, I'm still working on learning code. I am gonna make my own Pokemon game one day. Not Pokemon, but it is gonna be monster catching. And I am excited for it. I just think every day now, I think about it like every day. Yeah, Muse towards end game. Sweet. Well, you know what? I'm gonna throw this here, and y'all are welcome to do it if y'all want. Hold on. Let me get caught up for a second. If y'all want to join my Discord, you're more than welcome to. It's small, so don't think it's gonna have a lot of people. I'm not even gonna lie, it's only a couple people. Yeah, I'll send it to you as well. There we go, we'll post that on Twitch. There we go. I'm not really interested in joining that. It's Batul, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. You have to cook this food using ingredients you get from battling. And the food you cook brings Pokemon to your camp. Interesting. So we got the curry strats going. And then you just get lucky and you find shinies there. Is it the full 1 in 8192 odds, or? Well, I guess if it's 2017, that's gotta be 1 in 4096, isn't it? 4096. Nice. Better to get all 4 pots if you plan to shiny hunt. Free game only gives you 1 pot. Ah, so that's how it is. Gotta spend the moolah. Pay to win. 30 bucks? That ain't too bad though. That's reasonable. So you can have 4 pots going at once. You cook the food in 4 different pots. Then when it's done cooking, you get Pokemon, probably 1 Pokemon per pot to show up. And you just hope that they're shiny. And then if it's not shiny, you go battle some more Pokemon, you get some more ingredients, and then you make 4 pots of food again, and you wait. Have I got the strategies down? Yeah, you got it. Sometimes you can get 2 Pokemon to show up at once off of 1 pot. Nice. What is y'all's favorite Pokemon generation? Most original question ever asked in any stream, I know. Don't applaud me too hard as you think of your answers. Obviously, as you can tell, mine is Gen 3. You can run out of energy though. You get daily energy, but it's only 5, which allows you to go on missions. I hate that. And then you have to buy more energy with points you accumulate. You like 3 as well? Nice. Same Z's. Very cringy, I know. Don't unsubscribe immediately. There's just so many good quality things in Gen 3. I just can't get over it. The only thing I don't like about Gen 3 is the lack of water Pokemon diversity. Like, they have so many cool Pokemon in areas, and the idea of diving underwater is just so cool. Frickin', what is it, Route 217 or whatever? That's right next to Farbor Town with the suits. That's so unique. I could go on and on and on. With the DLC, you accumulate a lot more points though, and you get 8 instead of 5. Nice. Alright, so a little bit more progress. How much is the DLC? Another 15 bucks? Voltorb is the only Pokemon that I do not want in New Mauville. I think honestly I'll be kind of pissed if I get a Voltorb. For all that, let me knock on wood. There we go. For all that included, it's not a bad price. 30 total, you get 4 pots total, you get the DLC. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Especially when you think about the fact that people are trying to charge 80 bucks for standard game these days. Prices keep going up. There we go. One, two. By the way, if you're new here on Twitch, hit that follow button. That's a free way to support the channel. If you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the interactions, I go live at least once a week. Very, very dedicated streamers, that just sounded like. You know, I stream when I can. YouTube, if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Great ways to support the channel as well. We're about to take a quick break so that I can go do something, and then when I come back, we're going to be doing Lords of the Fallen with my friend Sasano. For those of you not familiar with Lords of the Fallen, it is a Souls-like game, which basically means the bosses are really aggravating and they love to just wreck your face constantly. So if you like seeing people get frustrated, I'm sure you will enjoy it quite a bit. Although, you might not enjoy it because I'm actually kind of good. Sorry. So, just saying, might happen. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna push for 18 more encounters on Spoink. We're gonna end at a clean 2,700 encounters, and then we're gonna stop for the day. Can we get a shiny in these last couple minutes? Who knows? Always possible. Highly unlikely, to be honest, but still possible. Are they planning on making a second Pokemon Quest? Or are they just gonna add DLC to it that's gonna add the other Pokédex of Pokemon? Golly, these people just love spamming messages. I hate that. Different Discord server, not mine. Ooh, did you? Let me check it out in just a minute. Let's see it. 1, 2, 3, 2 Magnetons. Alright, let's see this thing. Show and tell. Oh, look at that Machamp! Little green boy. Superpower Pokemon fighting. So you got the Pokédex on the right. What is 143 out of 150? Is that the Pokédex? So I'm guessing you don't have Mew and Mewtwo in the Pokédex until you encounter them? So you've almost completed your Pokédex. That's nice. Do you have a block Mr. Oak in there as well? Professor Oak? Is he a blocky boy? Yeah, I'm missing the legendary birds. Ah. One, two, three. And then 2 Spoinkers. Owen never lets me down. Owen always gives me fast encounters. No, he's not there. Do they have some other random professor, or is there just no professor? Three Voltorbs, that's gotta be a low percentage chance of happening, because each of those Voltorbs is an 11% encounter rate. Or worse. Let me pull up the statistics. Let's take a look. Alright, Pokemon Emeralds. New Mauville, Walking, Repel Trick 26, Ability, Magnet Pull. 11% chance for Voltorb, and we got 3 of them. 47% chance for Magnemite, 38% chance for Magneton, and 2% chance for Electrode. What if I did Static? 20. If I did Static, that would bring Electrode and Magneton both up to 20%. And Voltorb and Magnemite would both be 29%. But I already hunted my Electrode. I'm very happy with the one that I got, so I'm not interested in hunting another one right now. What are you using to see these encounters? I can post it in. I can try and post it in Discord if it'll let me pull the link for it. It's like some kind of software that I downloaded. Let's see what it's called. It's basically like lets me pull up any game up to I think Gen 7. Basically any DS or Game Boy game, and I can look up Pokemon Encounter Calculator. Let me see if I can get this. Yeah, let me see if I can post this in Discord real fast for you. Very handy tool. It lets you say, oh, that's gonna remove those from the screen, sorry. Try clicking on that and let me know if that pulls it up. Got it. Perfect. Continue to download. Yeah, I mean, I've already got it downloaded. And then pretty straightforward, you can just choose the game, choose where at on the game and how you're hunting, and then you can set your repel trick, you can set... honestly, I've been able to find everything. The only issue I've had with it is I don't know how to get it to show me the Feebas tiles. That's the only thing I haven't been able to pull up on this, is the Feebas tiles. So I just know that one off the top of my head. It's 50% encounter rate on the Feebas tiles specifically. But everything else works. Alright. I am going to double check that I still have that Magnemite. Real fast. Because I'm almost certain I saved the game twice. But you can never be too sure. Yeah, I still got it. Perfect. Is this my... This is not my special one. Okay, this is just... this is my secondary English one. Alright. Wonderful. Alright, I'm going to end stream. I gotta go take care of a couple things with my dog, and I gotta go to the restroom and all that good stuff. I'll be back to streaming in about 15 minutes if y'all want to come back then. Like I said, it's not going to be Pokemon, it is going to be Lords of the Fallen. If you don't want to, no worries. It's been a blast hanging out with all of y'all. And I will see y'all next time. And I'll see you in the Discord if you joined. Alright, I'll be right back shortly.